So I've been rocking Starlink out of my home for probably about a month and a half, I think, at this point. And so, of course, at the door arrives the cable mounting kit for my SpaceX Starlink. And so, yes, I have actually had to wait a lot longer for the cable routing kit compared to the actual Starlink dish. So we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing of the cable routing kit, and then I guess do the install to see how easy and if this thing's actually worth it. So I did break the tape, but I've actually not looked inside this thing yet. You do get a nice little manual. If it's anything like the existing Starlink stuff, it should be incredibly easy to use. Shows you, of course, the contents of the packaging and ways to hook it up. Of course, you have the large drill bit to go through the wall, siding, etc. that you'll have to go through. So good to have that there. We got a longer drill bit included right here, a smaller, kind of like a pilot hole kind of guy, which is good to have. There's this Ethernet routing tool. Okay, so I have this guy right here. So that's actually super interesting. Looks like you can plug the Ethernet cable into one end of this and then pull it through. I have never seen anything like this, and having to deal with networking around the home before going through walls and all that, that's actually incredibly awesome. We have some screws for mounting on the wall to kind of cable route, which is very, very cool. Of course, we have the plugs for the cable management, so the interior and exterior grommets. That's the word I was trying to figure out, grommet. And then we have a tube of silicon to help seal the whole tube, which is pretty awesome. So in terms of the tools that you'll actually need, other than what's included, obviously a drill to use the drill bits. And if you are drilling through walls that you don't have visibility of what's actually behind the wall, you're going to need a stud finder too, to make sure you're not drilling into a stud, or worse, drilling through electrical lines or pipes or things like that. So a stud finder will help you with that. Otherwise, this should be pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and do this, I guess. So as it stands now, my Starlink and my existing internet provider already came through this hole that my previous internet company drilled through. The problem is it's not big enough for this part on Starlink. Therefore, I needed the cable routing kit to drill a bigger hole, and I could have just gotten a bigger drill bit, but I figured why not keep it all in the family. So the idea there is I already have the pilot hole, essentially. I just need to drill it bigger. We're gonna take the included bit. Normally, you would do a pilot hole, but I already have a hole that I'm utilizing for this, so I don't need to do that much. So we're gonna take just the big drill bit here and make this hole bigger for us. All right, so we got our hole drilled like so, and that's really the most difficult part of this. So we got dishy up there, and I have the Ethernet right here. We're going to use the included Ethernet pulling tool, which I didn't even know this existed. I think this is hilarious, which again is super hilarious. And then we're going to pass it through our hole to the other side. So we're going to let them take that, and then I have my cable line I'm going to have to punch through as well. Hopefully I can get both through. I don't think that should be a problem. So I'm actually just going to throw Ethernet through there already. Cool. And then I have all this excess I can throw down there, which means I'll be able to extend and put the router exactly where I want it to. Okay, we'll leave some slack out here, and then we'll push through my existing teleco provider. Meet accounts, existing cable internet. And then we have Starlink. So up to the hole. Okay, so it does fit. And then we'll just put silicone, the included silicone, on that, and we'll be good to go. Okay, power cable isn't plugged in. Okay, we got power going to everything. Our modem should start lighting up here in a second, and there we go. Okay, so good to go. We got good connections. Let's run a speed test. Beautiful. And just like that, I mean, things are done. Once again, I have to say Starlink has a way of putting together a package and a product which is very, very easy to use, very, very simple to follow. Yes, you totally could do this without buying the official kit. But having everything included in one package, I have to say, is really nice. And getting these drill bits to replace some ones I may have broken down the line, whatever, also super nice. And the price for this thing, really competitive for what you're getting, I will say as well. So I gotta say, it took a very long time to actually get this thing to arrive, but for what it is, it worked really well. And yeah, I'd recommend getting it. Hopefully supply gets built up more than demand down the road, so you can actually get it when you get your Starlink dish. So again, I gotta say, Starlink has a way of putting together a product which works really well. Very, very easy to follow instructions. Highly recommend that as well. And it seems like a durable product, so can't say enough for that. Stay tuned to the channel, subscribe for more Starlink content. I'm gonna be doing an April update on my Starlink system. We just got word that they're upgrading their systems and fixing some bugs, so fingers crossed, it makes things a lot better. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing more PC stuff coming up as well. And of course, we're coming up on spring, which means storm chasing season. We got weather content coming your way as well. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you for the next video.